Right, back again, Sure. Right, I'll just read a couple of bits out, like I said I'd start to do, and then we'll get back to them two Labour clowns and start read the emails out that went to them, man. Don't I disgrace you? They're sitting back not answering, Really? Think that's an answer? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Right down that, the Civic Centre, when Angela was down putting it to him when she had to speak in front of them and all that, he said that this field was surplus to requirements, people. They've never cut it for as is now for the years to keep it off it since 2014 all that, and then they've corruptly done it. So he's a liar. You, Nick Kemp, are a liar. You're a disgrace, mate. You're making yourself look like a total imbecile. Right, I'm just going to get into this as I'll ding you on. Right, Angela's question. I'll read Angela's question out. And then he had, like I said in the previous one, he had days to formulate some garbage, which he done. It was just utter garbage. You can see it, it's on the internet, people, if you get onto the site. Angela's on there. I mean, doesn't want me to see her, not if we're putting her on, so I'm because she doesn't like seeing herself. It's just the same for me, but needs must for me. That's why I'm doing it, and I'm sort of 60 odd, so I'm shameless a bit. Looked a fool a few times, but sure what, So we the people need to have accountability, and the council should know this, and they've got to be accountable, as you've heard. So here's the question she read out down there, right? As a leader of this council, you have stated that your administration will listen and act on residents' concerns. You have gone on further to say, since you have taken leadership of the authority, that you have pressed the reset button and the council will review everything. As much of this is in the local press on a video link, you recently stated you have a very open policy and that you were keen to hear from us about our suggestions about how we can do things better. You know best, or should I say we know best, and we are here to listen, is what you said. Councillor Kemp, these are your words. I am here today to ask you why at the People's Forum about the West Denton Association fields we the residents were not asked whether the land should be sold or not. Never asked us if they've kept out of all this. You've heard the crap. What if any consultation took place during the global pandemic? The land is contaminated and has carcinogenic substances, which is safe if not disturbed, of course, which the state is. So could you assure us that your words were genuine, and if so, in view of the above, together with all the communications that you have received to date, that you will intervene as leader to place this development site on hold? Could you also let the people of West Denton know whether the West Denton Association fields have been sold or not? If it has, how much has it been sold for? So that was a question she put to them down there in Allerton. We're waiting to hear back from him because we want the minutes of that. And you'll hear him if you're going on the internet, man. He's garbage. He's full of crap. Full of total crap. And them other Labour councillors down there that voted this through, sitting with the likes of them dummies up here, Barnsley and that other idiot, Dan Greenhoff, they're all in cahoots, people. Them voted it through, and there's been enough information put down. There's more information, sure. Utter disgrace. Right, I'm just going to read this email out. So this is an email that's went to Nick Kemp, the leader of council, yeah? And he hasn't answered. He's sitting back. He's not answering. Why would that be? He has to answer. I'm just leader of a constituted group, man. He's the chairperson. Idiot, so they need to answer. So here's what she's put. Right, so this is to Nick Kemp. Dear Councillor Kemp, thank you for your email. As Councillor Mark Donnelly has said in an email to you, it is insulting for you to tell me that all the processes and procedures have been followed. I have sent emails to my Labour ward councillors who would not answer a simple yes or no question and have had to ask senior officers for further information. Councillors are supposed to represent the residents who voted for them in, and not to do what the Labour Council want them to do, which is exactly what's happening. Councillor Mark Donnelly said in his email to you, you made a You made a statement that all decisions were under review. It is therefore difficult for any residents to understand why this decision continues to be progressed. As Vice Chair of the Outer West in Wester Hope Tora, I request a meeting with you, along with ward councillors, for this ward and the surrounding wards and residents. The loss of the field affects children and residents from neighbouring wards who use this field to play football and recreation. We have evidence to the contrary that this planning application has followed processes and procedures. This development needs to be put on hold and a thorough investigation needs to take place. Not just assurances from officers, which is what they're doing in this now. They tend to get a run. They're just putting garbage out people. We're not going to allow it to happen now. I'll get into them now. We need to hang this on them, right? At the planning committee meeting in January the 6th, Councillor David Cook said he had never in over 10 years seen anything like the transparency and openness in regard to this application, and it's a tip of the iceberg. That's a Labour guy saying it to David Cook. I give you a bit some respect, David, mate. But obviously you were in the wrong party and you would have been fighting and losing course and all. So he said it. And we've got the information and the evidence for it. And so have other councillors. Not these Labour ones. Other people have got information that's quite pertinent to this field crack. And it needs to be heard, eh? In spite of an overwhelming amount of objections, councillors not knowing anything about the land contamination report with significant levels of carcinogens which would be harmful to human health in the maid and Councillor Cook's statement, this application was passed. They passed it down, as you heard, and when anybody sees it and hears about it, off other councillors, whatever, if we can get this out, you'll see that planning committee where that David Cook was on, what a total mess. 1000% corrupt people. Anybody can tell you this who were there and witnessed it, you know, you'll see it. So look, that's kind of deep on the day. I'm going to start coming back with stuff about these councillors, what's being put to them, and then we'll get into some nitty gritty stuff, eh? But they need to be accountable. I never think about that the last time when I said, people, we've got to make them accountable, or is it just going to repeat it? And you must get in with some of you, try to get together, just type on the forums or on your internet or something or wherever. Try to get in on this, man. Link up with Angela somehow through, like I've said, the independents and that. And we need to force investigation into this. And it's not good enough to have the council investigate the road. We had this before, and that solicitor who investigated for a year, just sort of dragging her feet. Every time, she's a disgrace. I'm not going to put her name out yet, but when you see the paperwork, you'll see it for yourselves, you know. She's not a disgrace. She was dragging her feet all the time, man. Every time Angela was contacting her, we're on holiday, like loads of them. They have more holidays than anybody else, man. Loads of holidays. They're always on holiday, but they've got to come back and answer all the time. And then she put doing as if she didn't believe what was said and all that, and ignored a lot of stuff. It's a total 100% whitewash. You know what one of the excuses was, and we've got it all on emails, this is just another one, let's just come read what I've remembered. When we were getting into that about when the COVID was on, you know what she said? Well, I can't deal with this really, I let her wait because I haven't got access to a printer. That's a council person there. Fucking legal council person hasn't got access to a printer, man. Yeah, nearly everybody's got a printer. Nearly everybody in that. It's all just made up lies and brushing with things. This gun's a lot deeper than you think. Right, people, take care. I'll be coming back within 2 or 3 days because I'm just a bit busy. So you've got a deal for us now. I can get the paperwork out for us to have a look and just need to just mouth a bit off. And then we'll get into some more paperwork, you know. So, yeah, take care. Get your heads around this, man, more. Have a good time. And I'll be back, man. Need 2 ways about it. We've got to get them and hang this on these, man. Because they're going to repeat it and they're going to do it again. And this is 1,000,000% corrupt. The council corruptly doing it. Be proved on every aspect. Many, many aspects. You've heard this and there's lots. And one of them aspects of that part or a story in themselves. And then that shoots off and it implicates others who have put their hands on this and been told to do the wrong thing. And you can see it in the paperwork. Right? Take care, man. Good luck to you. I'll catch you later.